So if we look at the screen, this is a typical Control4 on-screen display. For everybody out there who currently owns a Control4 system, this should be fairly familiar to you. All your on-screen displays and your televisions will look the same as this. So what we'll do is we'll touch music, and I want to show you how all the music features of Rhapsody work. So you have all your other sources. This system happens to have an Apple TV and a DVD changer, and it also has digital music. But I want to show you specifically the Rhapsody, and we've got other videos that can show you how digital audio works. And if you look at our other video on the touchscreen by itself, we'll show you all the features of the touchscreen. So here's what we do. We push Rhapsody, and this screen is connected with a piece of Cat5. It's basically a computer, and it connects back down to the main rack system, plugs into the network switch, and basically acts as a computer and gets online. So all this information that you just saw populate with these artists is all streaming. So this isn't preloaded into the system. Rhapsody will automatically recommend certain artists that you might be interested in listening to because it tracks all the different music that you've listened to recently, and tries to make suggestions on things that you might like. So you sign up with your Rhapsody account, you've got a username and password, that gets entered into the system. You can see the username and password here, okay? And then it tracks your movements that way. Another cool thing is you can actually log into your account online. You could listen to Rhapsody on your laptop at work or on a computer in the house, and you can actually create your own playlists on the computer. And then when you come back to the screen, it will automatically synchronize, and you'll see the same playlists that you set up on the computer. For some people, if you want to sit down and create several playlists, it might be easier and more convenient to sit down in front of a computer than to stand and do it all at the touchscreen. However, we'll show you how you can do that as well. So you've got the recommends. You've got pictures of all the albums. So if I click here, this is Natasha Bedingfield. It shows the cover of her album, and then it'll show you album tracks. Okay, you can do an album review. For this one, there is no review, but if you were to go online and review that album, then that information would come on the screen here. So it basically gives you all the features that you'd have online. So let's go back. Let's start at the top here. We'll use the search feature. So if you press search, it will show you the most recent searches. These are partial searches because it's intuitive. It knows if you start to type in Taylor SWI, you're probably looking for Taylor Swift, and it will automatically find it for you. So we can search by artist, keyword, track, album, or composer. In this case, let's try searching artist. Now, if you search any popular artist, it's absolutely going to be here. So if we go Coldplay, and if I don't finish typing it and I look over here, it will automatically make suggestions based on the amount of characters that I put in. So Coldplay, there's Coldplay. It shows me by default the top tracks, because most people, when they search, they might have heard a song on the radio and they want to hear that most popular song. So number one is Viva La Vida, which is one of their most popular songs right now. The reason it knows it's the most popular is because since the Rhapsody service is web-based, and they have many members, it can track, just like a Billboard type chart, what is the most popular song. So if everybody's looking for that song, then it lets me know that and it orders it here, so that there's a good chance that's the song I'm looking for. So we've got top tracks, top albums, and we can scroll through their albums. So it has a list of pretty much every album that's been released. And you can imagine what it would cost to buy each one of these albums individually. or just a few tracks off each one of these albums individually. And for their monthly rate, which is about $12, $13, it's a great deal. When you go all albums, it will order them based on their date, their release date. We've got an artist sampler, so if I just want to hear a good mix of their music, it will pick popular songs from different albums and just let me listen to them. So I could, if I'm not too familiar with Coldplay, that might be a great place to start to get a good idea of the different types of songs that they make. About the artist has information about the band. Artist channel is a really cool feature. If you like Coldplay, you can play their channel, and what it will do, it will take artists and songs that are similar to Coldplay, and it will just continue to play them. And it will pick from the entire Rhapsody database. So if you're in a Coldplay mood, you can press play and on the artist channel and have music like Coldplay play all day long. And then if you want to see related artists, it will show you. So these would be the type of artists that we would be hearing if we listen to the Coldplay channel. Okay, so we know that the system has Coldplay, but what about a more obscure artist? You can go online and you can take a look at all the artists that are included there to see if many of your favorite bands are in the system. There's a really good chance that everybody you can think of is. Let's pick a less common band. Let's pick a, I don't know, Canadian band called Tragically Hip. Let's see if there it is. It found it. There's their top tracks. That's all of their albums. So that was the search feature. Let's take a look at the music guide. So this is pretty cool. These are all the top artists. So these are the most popular songs that are being played and downloaded on Rhapsody right now. Taylor Swift is at the top, Coldplay, Beyonce. If you look at the Billboard Top 100, these will pretty much follow the Billboard Top 100 and Top 40 lists.